This is indeed a Jay Fergal production.
What's up, people? My name is Joseph Ferguson. This is Cool Story Bergs, and this is basically where I talk about all the important stuff that happened this week. And I want to start off this week's show with a multiple choice question. Chris Brown is in the news again, and is it because he A, rescued a puppy from a tree, B, donated a bunch of money to an orphanage, or is it because he C, is being brought up on hit and run charges and might face up to 4 years in prison? Now, if you picked B, I don't know why you would do that. He beats women. He beats up other people. I don't know why you would think he would donate money to an orphanage. That's weird. But yes, according to the always credible TMZ, Brown hit a car, got out of his car, and then gave the lady he hit false insurance information. And if you didn't know that that was illegal, well, it is. The reason Chris Brown faces up to 4 years in prison is because this might be a violation of his parole. What's you on parole for? For punching Rihanna. You don't do that. You don't punch people. That's something you should just know. So if a judge determines that this violates his parole, he will be going to jail for the next 4 years. For this next story, I want to have full disclosure. Eminem is my favorite rapper, so maybe this only interests me. So if you hate Eminem, skip forward like 90 seconds into the video. I guarantee you I'll be talking about something else. In a recent Eminem interview, Mr. Mathers details his addiction, fested, how he didn't think it was a problem, how he almost died, how he relapsed, how after he almost died, he went back to the same habits that he had, and how now he's a recovering addict, and the day-to-day struggle it is being an addict. For me, it was very humanizing because you do hear it in his music, but it's a different kind of feel when he actually sits down and details what he went through and how it affected him, and recount some of the experiences that he's been through. This is definitely an awesome video. You should go check it out. Next, in Google news, Google wants to take over everything, and I know this isn't anything new, but reports that Google wants to make an Android-based video game console, a smartwatch, and improve their Nexus Q. If you don't know what the Nexus Q is, their Nexus Q can hook up to a stereo system or a TV, and you can stream your favorite movies, TV shows, music all over Wi-Fi. It's be beautiful. I don't even know how they would improve it, so I'm excited to see what they would do with that. They want to make an Android-based gaming console. I just have so many questions. Would it be an actual console like an Xbox or PS3, or would it hook up to a computer? How would it work? So I'm just going to sit back and save all my comments for later because the details are scarce. Now, as far as a smartwatch goes, I don't really see a practicality with a smartwatch. What can I do with a smartwatch that I can't do with my phone, or that I can't do with my laptop or a tablet? Maybe like checking emails or something. I don't really know. That'll be your question of the week. Do you see a practicality in smartwatches? And if you do, would you buy one? Next, and wow, you're old news. Nelson Mandela is currently in the hospital in critical condition, and early reports are saying it's not because he's 94 years old and living in hot South Africa. And I know what some of you are going to say, Joseph, it's winter in South Africa. Winter in South Africa is still equal to Satan's lair. I think it actually says that on a thermometer, like Satan's lair. But on a serious note, Nelson Mandela has been diagnosed with tuberculosis, and I wish him nothing but a speedy recovery. He will undoubtedly go down into history as someone who helped change his world for the better. Now, I want to end this week's episode on some good news, so let's talk about DOMA. DOMA, if you don't know, stands for Defense of Marriage Act and was signed into action in the year 1996 by President at the time Bill Clinton. About this now is the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that DOMA was unconstitutional. What does that mean? That means in states that already recognize gay marriage, the federal government recognizes it as well. So before the Supreme Court ruled that DOMA was unconstitutional, even if gay marriage was legal in your state, the federal government didn't recognize your union. The federal government didn't recognize your union, and because of that, you were paying 30% more tax. So even though this is just like a tax thing, it still shows growth in the country, and I love that. And now, me being an African-American male and knowing the things my ancestors had to go through and to earn every single one of their rights, from voting to sitting on the bus to even using the same bathroom, see all this love and equality being spread out to everyone. I love it, and it makes my heart warm. Now, there's still this work because 37 states in this country still don't recognize gay marriage, but hey, we're getting somewhere. All right, that's really everything I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget that's all right. That's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget your question of the week. Do you find smartwatches practical, and if you do, would you get one? If you All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget your question of the week. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget get your question of the week. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget your question of. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget your question of the week is. Don't forget. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget to get your question of the week, which is: do you find smartwatches practical? And if you do, would you use one? While you're down there, don't let me know. Don't forget. Don't forget. All right, that's really all. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk. All right, that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Don't forget your question of the week, which is: do you find smartwatches practical? While you're down there, subscribe to the channel to see my face every Sunday. Press the like button if you liked it, favorite if you really liked it. But I am Joseph Ferguson. This has been Cool Story Fergs, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.